Well, I am on my way to get my hair cut. And you know what? I didn't even say good morning. Oh my goodness, I tell you, everything that could have happened this morning for me. First, I got locked out of my bank account online. Then, when I went to get the secure access code in order to be able to get to my bank account so I could pay my bills, I got locked out of my email account, which shows the access code. So I have been, like, for the last half hour playing chase the access codes because it's just been crazy. So then I needed an access code to get into my email, so I had to go to another email account. It was just, it's so frustrating. I was like, this is ridiculous. I do understand because, see, I have a Yahoo email, so for my business inquiries, personal business stuff, and they had all those billions hacked. So but when, you know what, when they told us that, I put in the most bizarre password that there ever could be, that no one would ever be able to guess in a million years, and there would be no way that they could do it randomly. So I just felt like, you know, okay, come on. And I know what happened. With my internet security, I have part of it also takes care of the registry and cleans things up and all that fun good stuff. And whenever it does that, these places don't recognize that my device is my device. It sees it as a strange device. So it just really gets frustrating. I think they need to really try to figure out how to do this better. But anyways, I'm going to be pulling out onto a busier road here to get to my hair appointment, and I will talk to you later. Hello again, everyone. I just got back from my hair appointment, and I was watching the clip of me saying good morning to you folks and letting you know what I was doing, and I saw myself and I thought, oh my goodness, that's some crazy hair. Don't know if I forgot to comb it or what, but yeah, that looked pretty bad. Good thing I was going to get my hair done. What can I say? But anyways, I am going to actually be going to pick up my daughter, or not my daughter, my granddaughter. And we're going to go have lunch, and I don't know what else we'll do. I was thinking about taking her to Charmin Charlie's because I don't think she's ever been there. And I just think it's a fun place, especially if you're a gal that happens to like purses and earrings and scarves and all that fun stuff. So probably end up going there and looking around. But what I didn't tell you folks is a couple weeks ago, she had a little accident at school. She is a cheerleader. She's 13 years old, and they were cheering, and apparently one of the girls on top started to fall, and Jessica maneuvered herself to try to break the young lady's fall so that her head would not hit the gymnasium floor. And in turn, she ended up getting hurt herself because she fell on her leg. So my granddaughter has a bad sprained ankle, bad enough where they had to actually put it in a cast, and a pinched nerve. So she's on crutches and she's unable to cheer now. And I just thought maybe I would take her out and cheer her up a little bit, spend some time with her. She's a lovely lady. She's such a sweet young lady. Love her so much. And they don't have school today, so it's a perfect opportunity. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful Friday, and I will talk to you after a little bit. Hey, this is my granddaughter, and we're going to go in. We're going to have a little bit of lunch. We're going to look around. We're going to have a good time. She's the most beautiful girl in the whole world. She really is. I love her. Well, I just got back from spending the entire afternoon with my granddaughter. What a blessing that was. We ended up getting some lunch at Ruby Tuesdays at our mall, and we kind of looked around, and she ended up finding a little choker necklace at Charming Charlie's that was really sweet. It was only $8 that I got for her. And then we went and we had an ice cream sundae. So we just had a good one. Anyways, I wanted to thank Dragonfly Neb. I think that was the right person who suggested getting some grippers for our back steps for Mindy Lou, because look what my husband came home with. I suggested this to him last night. I said what she had suggested, and he thought it must have been a good idea too, because on his way home from work, he stopped and he got these. So I got 4 of them for the 4 steps, and hopefully it'll work. We just have to wait for it to stop raining so that he can put them on the steps. And I think it's supposed to stop raining and maybe even the sun come out a little bit on Sunday. So we're hoping maybe Sunday afternoon we can get them on there. But a big shout out for that one, because I don't know why, but we used to have them. I used to have them on the front steps because they were so slippery for me. But they wear off. At least the kind that we had wore off eventually, because it was more like sandpaper that was, you know, a grip like that. But anyways, these are like rubber, so maybe these will last better. Maybe they'll work better too. But anyways, I am going to settle in here. I'm going to get myself a cup of tea and enjoy the rest of what's left of my afternoon before my husband gets up, and I'll talk to you in a little while. Good evening again, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful Friday. I thoroughly enjoyed spending the afternoon with my granddaughter. She's such a sweetheart. She really is. Tonight, I wanted to read to you from Galatians 6, verse 7, and I will be reading out of the New King James Version. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. You know, verse 7 starts out by saying, do not be deceived. Here, Paul warns that we should not be misled. Usually we think of others leading us astray, but the idea here is that we may delude ourselves. The most convincing lie may not be the one that a false teacher tells us, but rather the one we tell ourselves. Unless we are careful, we can be trapped by our own wrong thinking. Now, the second part of that verse says, God is not mocked. Now, according to Vine's Expository Dictionary of New Testament Words, the meaning is to turn up the nose at, to sneer at, or to treat with contempt. Our Creator will not be treated with contempt. Man will not be able to trick or deceive God concerning the kind of life that they lead. We will not be able to hide the pattern of our life from His all-seeing eye. Then, verse 7 says, for whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. By inspiration, the Apostle Paul uses the example of agriculture to teach us here. In agriculture, that means that if I plant corn, then corn will be the harvest. Oh yeah, true, weeds may grow up, alongside the corn, but they sprang from their own seed. If I desire wheat or green beans or squash, then I must sow their seeds as well. It would be naive of a farmer to say, well, I guess I'll plant these seeds in hopes that peas will come up. But, I mean, that's just foolishness, isn't it? For whatever a man sows, that's what he will reap. The fruit which I reap will be consistent with the seed that I sown, right? In other words, I cannot live my life one way and expect to receive a different kind of reward. I cannot walk this earth the way I please and expect God to be pleased in the end. If I imagine that I can, then I'm just duping myself, and I'm scoffing at the Lord in the process. See, the fruit in our lives comes out of us through our words and through our actions. No matter what we may claim, our actions reveal the nature and the character of the seed we are planting. As sure as the law of gravity holds us to earth, each of us will reap what seed we are sowing. See, if we sow seeds of encouragement, seeds of kindness and love, peace, that's the type of fruit that's going to come back to us. Oh yeah, there's going to be a few weeds along the way. But if we are sowing seeds of greed, division, anger, hatred, then that's the type of fruit we're going to get back. And I want to remind you, life happens. Let's enjoy it. And think about the seeds that each of us are sowing. Because each of us are known by our fruit, no matter what we might proclaim. So what seed are you sowing? And what fruit are you producing? Good night, and God bless.